This video explains why are information systems vulnerable to destruction, error, and abuse. We start the video by explaining why systems are vulnerable. After that, we will talk about malicious software like viruses, worms, Trojan horses, and spyware. We then discuss about hackers and computer crime. After exploring employees as internal threats, we close by presenting software vulnerability. Can you imagine what would happen if you tried to link to the internet without a firewall or an antivirus software? Your computer would be disabled in a few seconds, and it might take you many days to recover. If you use that computer to run your business, some operations could be compromised, or even all of them. That's why security and control must be a top priority if you operate a business today. Security refers to the policies, procedures, and technical measures used to prevent unauthorized access, alteration, theft, or physical damage to information systems. Controls are methods, policies, and organizational procedures that ensure the safety of the organization's assets, the accuracy and reliability of its records. Information systems store large amounts of data in electronic form, and the fact that they are interconnected to communication networks makes them vulnerable. The potential for unauthorized access, abuse, or fraud is not limited to a single location but can occur at any access point in the network. Threats can stem from technical, organizational, and environmental factors compounded by poor management decisions. Large public networks, such as the Internet, are more vulnerable than internal networks because they are virtually open to anyone. The Internet is so huge that when abuses occur, they have an enormously widespread impact. Malicious software programs are referred to as malware and include a variety of threats such as computer viruses, worms, and Trojan horses. A computer virus is a rogue software program that attaches itself to software programs or data files to be executed, usually without user knowledge or permission. Worms are independent programs that copy themselves from one computer to other computers over a network. A Trojan horse is a software program that appears to be benign but then does something other than expected. It is often a way to virus. We use the term spyware to refer to small programs that install themselves on computers to monitor user web surfing activity and serve up advertising. A hacker is an individual who intends to gain unauthorized access to a computer system. Computer crime is defined by the US Department of Justice as any violations of criminal law that involve a knowledge of computer technology for their perpetration, investigation, or prosecution. Denial of service attacks, identity theft, and click fraud are just some of the illegal acts registered as cybercrime. In 2002, a DDoS attack, which lasted for 1 hour, aimed squarely at all 13 domain name system root servers in the US and almost brought the internet to its knees. It was such a big attack that if it lasted any longer, it would have brought the internet to a standstill. We tend to think that security threats to a business originate outside of the organization. In fact, company insiders pose serious security problems. Employees have access to privileged information, and in the presence of sloppy internal security procedures, they are often able to roam throughout an organization's system without leaving a trace. Malicious intruders seeking system access sometimes trick employees into revealing their passwords by pretending to be legitimate members of the company in need of information. This practice is called social engineering. Software errors pose a constant threat to information systems, causing untold losses in productivity and sometimes endangering people who use or depend on systems. A major problem with software is the presence of hidden bugs program code defects. However, it is impossible to achieve zero defects in larger programs. In order to repair the flaws without disturbing the proper operation of the software, there are made pieces of software called patches.